Hi, friends. I am sorry I'm late. Well, first of all, I lost track of time. So I worked out. I had to do my workout because I knew if I waited till after Which Paint Wednesday, I wouldn't get my workout in. So then I got down here and I couldn't. I was going to work on that acrylic painting, but I couldn't do that because the piece that holds my phone on that particular easel, I took it to Florida and I haven't found it since I've been back. I don't know what happened to it. I might have left it down there, but I didn't use it down there. So I don't know. Anywho, so I decided to paint something entirely different. And then I was frantic trying to get something together for painting. So I decided on this that's been in my sketchbook for, I don't know, a month or so. So I'm going to do watercolor. Well, then I realized my watercolor paints are up at the house and all my brushes. I do have some brushes down here. So I found another watercolor tray that I don't know when the last time was that I used it. It is so dried up. There's even mold on that one. I don't know that that's mold, but I don't know. And half of the colors are missing. So I'm a hot mess. And I just have to reload my watercolor. Some of my watercolors. And then I got to trace my image onto my paper and then I can paint. So it's really not Whatcha Paintin Wednesday. It's more like Whatcha preparing to paint for Wednesday. And then I don't have my laptop set up to see comments. So I got to go grab my laptop. Yeah, I'm so bummed that I couldn't work on that acrylic painting. I've been wanting to, I don't know if you guys remember it. I started it a while back and I haven't been doing Whatcha Paint Wednesday very much. But it's a big painting. It's got three angels on it and it's got a big verse on it. But I just can't do it without that one piece of that one element for recording. So let me grab my laptop and get set up for comments. My soul sister Kristen started a new job, and she works Wednesdays. So, and I forgot to talk to her about it if she wanted to do it tonight or not. And I thought, I haven't done Whatcha Paint Wednesday in so long. I need to just do it. But maybe she mentioned something about switching the day as well. So we'll have to see what happens with that. So let's see if I can even get online because our internet has been so bad lately. Hope you're all doing well. It's like supposed to be 40 today. It's pretty spring-like out there. And what's happening is the snow is melting and it's melting down to the ice layer because while we were in Florida, we got ice and snow, like a lot of ice and snow. Well, maybe, I don't know, 3/4 inch ice and then like 12 inches of snow. So that's all melting, which makes the ice that's underneath so slick and slippery. It's slickery because it's wet ice and it's just treacherous out there. And it's windy. So my dog is freaking out because she does not like the wind. Poor baby. Okay. I'm pulling you up on Facebook and then I will try to get to YouTube as well. So anyways, I'm so sorry. If you're here for painting, it'll be a bit before I actually paint. It's how it goes sometimes, right? Plus, I need to see if this is upside down. Is it even working? It's not upside down. Oh, God, you can see my hideous mess I got going on here. That's the thing, too, with recording over here. I can't zoom in with my phone. I would like to zoom in so you could see better what I'm doing, but. All right, now let's go over to YouTube and see what's happening over there. Okay. I just want to see comments. Say hi if you're on board with me today. So I know you're here. It's been a while, I know. My apologies, but I really want to get back on track with it. I hope to do, you know, obviously I'm doing today. I hope to do next week. The following week, though, I will be at the show. So anyway, I do it when I can. Let's just put it that way. Not now. Here we go. I got you up on YouTube as well now. See if there's any comments before I get to doing what I'm doing. Hi, Deborah. Welcome. Hi, Jan. Hi, Carol. Hi, Diana. So, Deborah, you're on both YouTube and Facebook. I love it. That's too funny. All right, cool. Carol is here from Texas. Awesome. If it's 40 here, it must be hot down there. All right, so let me add. Hi, Joy. Welcome. Thank you, ladies, for being here. If you can give me a thumbs up and some hearts on Facebook, and then I think on, I don't know what you can do on YouTube. I guess you can just hit the like button. That would be awesome. Share it to your page, get other people on watching, whatever you want to do. I appreciate it. So I'm unprepared because I don't know if you were here when I first started, but I was going to do that work on that big acrylic painting I started a month or so ago. And I, excuse me, got my paints out, got the table ready, everything. But the piece that I screw into my easel, not easel, but my tripod for my phone, I took it to Florida and I can't find it since I've been home. I must have took it out of my bag up at the house or something. So I couldn't do the acrylic. And then I was running around like a maniac trying to figure out what to work on because I knew it had to be over in this area. So it'd have to be watercolor. Well, it'd have to be watercolor, but easier setup with watercolor. So I found this cute thing in my sketchbook. And I thought, well, that would be fun to work on. It's very timely. Flowers and spring and all that. And then I went, oh, well, all my watercolor stuff's up at the house. But I thought, well, I can use some acrylic brushes for my watercolor. But I had to find this palette, which I found. But it's pretty empty. So I'm going to fill it up with some paints. So we can get moving here. So what colors do I need? See, I usually write, I didn't do it on this one. I usually take a permanent marker and I write on here what the colors are. And I didn't do it on this one like an idiot. But I think I'll be able to work it out. Okay, did I wet these already? If I didn't, I think I did actually. That's the beauty of watercolor. If they dry out, you just re-wet them and they come back to life. I so wish acrylic was that way. But I guess they wouldn't be acrylics then, would they? So I'm going to say that's sap green. It sure looks like it is sap green. Oh, Lord, these are so hard to open. I have to run some hot water on them. Hey, Teresa. Life happens. Amen. Windy here in Burnett. Oh, yeah, my dog does not like the wind. I don't like the wind either, to be honest. Well, if it wasn't sap green before, it is now. That's a color I use a lot, so. Hooker's green is good too, but that could have been Hooker's green. Oh well. Black would be nice. Here's my black. It's fun putting new paints on a palette. Nice, fresh, gushy paints. here's the deal though. But that's Windsor blue. Look at all the blues I have. What is up with that? That's ultramarine. I think this is Windsor blue, but I don't. Cobalt blue, ultramarine, and cerulean is what I have. I think that's cerulean. And I got some purple going on. I got moldy paint. Ew, that's moldy too. I don't know if that's mold, to be honest, but I'll put some cerulean blue in there. Cerulean blue is kind of like your cyan, like your staple blue color. Burnt sienna. I don't have, excuse me, I don't have burnt sienna on here. That must be my burnt sienna. It looks kind of yellow. Man, some of these suckers are hard to open. Hi, Joy. Welcome. Burn it. Okay, burn it. Got it. I said Burnett, didn't I? I got to get some hot water. Oh, that's right. We're out of hot water. We have issues, guys. I don't have hot water at the studio because something was leaking and Kevin hasn't had time to fix it yet. So I'm SOL. Sometimes just banging it on something helps. Okay, I'm not using burnt sienna out of that tube. I got raw sienna, yellow ochre. Ooh, maroon. I love this color. Ooh, I wish I knew if that was this color. I'm so mad that I don't have that written on the side. Ah, that one opened good, but I already have a bunch of that. I don't know. What's everyone up to? Did you know that everyone is talking about your upcoming market releases? Ah, I'm so excited. I didn't know everybody was talking about it, but that's awesome. Exciting. Very exciting. The one, this is my prediction. I think the top two sellers are going to be the Let Love Rain book and the Gather book. And out of those two, I think it's going to be Let Love Rain. That's my prediction. All right. What else do I need? I don't know what yellow that is. Cadmium yellow is what I have. I bet it's lemon yellow and I don't have it. So I'll put cadmium yellow in there. Well, that cap came off easy. Oh, it's because it's broke. The cap is broke. That's why it was in that baggie. Probably broke it trying to get the stinking thing off. What else we got? All my brown. I don't have any browns in here. No browns. Wow. See, my normal palette, the one I have at the house, also has little trays over here. So I don't have any room for browns, but you know, I got to have brown. That's right. I was trying to open this burnt sienna. And then burnt umber is another good one. I'm going to just put it, I'll put it in the corner of my tray. Like I did here, I got some violets over there. Ooh, this opened easy. You make do. The floss tubers who have seen the like the best is Let Love Rain. Yeah, that sampler is getting a lot of attention, and that is my favorite market release of mine. I love that one. And what I like about it too is, what was I doing? Burnt sienna. What did I do with that burnt sienna? I'm going to try to open it again. Right here. Is that because the way it's laid out, you can make drums out of it or long pillows, and you can do different things with it. It doesn't have to be that giant sampler. And I love that about it. Oh my gosh, I can't get it open. All right, I'm done. I've wasted enough time on this. I just want to paint. I guess if I need one of these colors, I'll deal with it then. And I really like this color if I can get the cap open. I wish I knew if that's what this was. It kind of looks like it, so. That is maroon periline. I don't know. I'm not good at pronouncing those kind of colors. Okay. Palette ready. Now I just have to trace my sketch onto this paper. I did a painting in this book for my new fabric line, and I painted on the back of the paper, which is smooth. I like a more rough surface. I mean, it was okay, but it didn't work. My paints didn't work the way they were supposed to because of that. All right, so I'm gonna tape this on. Yeah, where are the pliers? Yeah, Let Love Rain. You know what's funny is I don't design with blue very much unless it's like a dark blue, like for Americana. But I have to admit, I love blue and brown together. And, you know, I can't have all my stuff look exactly the same. You know, I don't know. I like to have a variety. My gosh, I can't talk. I like to have a variety. And I don't know, just the blues and the browns on that one. I just love it. And I don't have blue in my house, but I don't care. I'm going to hang it anyways in our spare bedroom. That's where I'm making a sampler wall in the spare bedroom. I don't have this plugged in, do I? Lord have mercy. Hi, Heather. Welcome. Blue is a neutral, in my opinion. Well, especially in that sampler too, it's not like there's a ton of blue. The blue is, you know, kind of accent. There's a nice balance between the yellow, the blue, the brown, and then the color of the linen. You know what I mean? So it's not like you look at that and go, oh, that's a blue sampler. It's a sampler that has blue in it. You like how I'm justifying that? Saving money to get all books of yours. Oh, Carol, thank you. I really would love to use watercolor. I've used oil and acrylic long, long ago. Need a little microwave. Need a little microwave. Hi, Kat from Missouri. Hello. What's everyone's weather like? It's got to be warm where you're at, because anybody south of us, I mean, it's warm here, so I figure everybody's getting warm weather if we are. All right, so I got my little light table under there. I need to grab my triangle. Because, you know, this is blown up, or enlarged, I guess I should say. It could be even larger, couldn't it? Whatever. So because it was just a sketch, you know, when I sketch in my sketchbook, I'm not using something to make straight lines. So it behooves me to use a triangle when I'm tracing it onto my watercolor paper. Heck, I'm roasting. Actually, I'm going to take off this jacket. My dear sweet husband had it on 70 or 69 degrees when I got down here. He's gone right now to get his haircut, but his side of the studio isn't as insulated as this side of the studio, because when we created my studio in this building, we thought that would be all storage over on that side. We never thought we would grow enough to have to use that area. So it's more chilly over there. And not to mention I'm hormonal and run hot, and he's the opposite. He's cold now all the time, where he used to always be hot and I was always cold. So anyways, I couldn't believe it when I walked in here and it was 70 degrees. It's set at 69, but when the furnace runs, it will run until it's 70 and then shut off. So yeah, I feel like I could be in a bathing suit right now. I turned it down to 65. That's how I like it. I get tired too if it's too hot in the studio. Like, I need it cool so I can just, I don't know, it gives me more energy. What do you guys, this is my question to you. What do you set your thermostat at? Like, if it's winter, if you have like cold winters, what do you set your thermostat at? And then in the summer, when you're using the air conditioning, what do you set it at? We have our house set at 67, and he's okay with that. And the reason that works for us is because he does, like, he stuffs patterns and stuff at night while he watches TV. And he likes to watch stuff that I don't necessarily want to watch. So I'm usually downstairs because it's cooler down there too. It's probably more like 65 down there. And that's where I have my big light, magnifying light. So if I want to do cross stitch, you know, it's like my little stitchy spot. Anyway, so that works for us as far as, you know, temperature goes. And then what do we set it at? I think in the summer, I don't remember. I know my mom thinks it's like an ice box when she's always dressed with a jacket on in the summertime in the house, and I run around in shorts and a t-shirt. But I always say, y'all can put jackets on and stuff, but I can only take so many clothes off without being indecent. I'll be glad. Kristen just said this the other day. She's like, I'll be glad when we get back to where we are like everyone else, you know, we're cold. Because when you're cold, yeah, I like wearing hoodies. I like wearing sweatshirts. I'm not, you know, t-shirts and shorts. When I was younger, I was a big fan of that, but I'd seriously rather have on leggings and a hoodie now. So anyway, I'm just blabbing. My body will be hot and my feet will be freezing. I hate that. Oh, that's difficult to deal with. Yeah. It's funny though, like for me, if my feet are cold, I just feel cold. And if I have like thick socks on and slippers and my feet get hot and sweaty, then I'm just like melting. I don't know. My feet are like my temperature gauge, I guess. 73 and windy here in Austin, Texas, Hill Country area. 73 sounds amazing. It's warm here at the moment. It's 61. Tomorrow they have us at 57 for the high, but 100% chance of snow. I know we're supposed to get crappy weather coming up too. Where are you from, Kat? You might have mentioned. I don't remember. Missouri, maybe? Yes, Missouri. I like seeing this part of your process. I haven't seen this portion of you set up in the past. Yeah, because I'm normally a little more organized. But hey, it's all part of the process, right? So I'm not like super crazy about painting this small. Painting this small with watercolor isn't as big of a deal as like to paint this painting this size with acrylic. I would not have fun with that. But with watercolor, it's not near as daunting. I don't know why that is. I'm just going to say that now in case you ask me why. I don't know. I guess you know what it probably is because I my licensing career all those years uh, was watercolor paintings, and they were 8 by 10 and up, but the largest was normally like 13 by 15 would be the largest. Where with acrylic, I like to paint large. So that's just, I guess it's just because that's what I'm used to, how I'm used to doing it. 67 in Nashville today, but down in the 20s by Friday morning. Ugh. Deborah, you got to make it warm for us when we come for the show. I always love it when we go to Nashville and it feels like spring and it's nice and warm because then I know, oh, it won't be long and it'll be like that in Michigan. I mean, we're probably a good 6 weeks behind uh, like Missouri and Tennessee and stuff because we would go to Missouri for Easter and it would be just gorgeous, 70s, even 60s feel good to me. Um, Anything where you can just wear a jacket is wonderful. So we would go down there and all my aunts, all her bulbs would be blooming and the trees would be all be blooming, the red buds and magnolia trees and all that's blooming. And it just makes me feel so good. And then we come home and it's usually crappy weather here for, another 6 weeks, but at least I know it's coming then. I mean, I know it's coming anyways, but you know what I mean. You guys get me, right? I cannot wait to have the grandkids over tomorrow. I'm like a little kid for Christmas right now. I haven't seen them. Well, I suppose it's been a month if you look at it because we had them and then the next week I was sick. And then the next 2 weeks we were gone. So we haven't had them in 3 weeks, but by the time they actually come over, it has been a month. And that's just too dang long. And I guarantee they have changed. I guarantee it. Because they are at the ages where they're changing so quick. Ellery's going to be 4 in May, and Easton's going to be 3 in July. So yeah, they're, talking more and just changing. We have FaceTimed them a couple times over the, while we were in Florida, especially so my mom could see them. So funny. Kids crack me up because they're so different from one another. I mean, obviously, being boy and girl, they're going to be, different anyway in what they say or interested in or whatever. But we're talking on FaceTime and I'm sitting on my mom's couch. And so Easton could see behind me a little bit. And he said, they have a fan, like a ceiling fan. I'm like, yep, they got a ceiling fan. And then he he's not like looking at us. He's looking around the house. Like, what 3-year-old does that? I just think it was so cool. And then he goes, do they have a kitchen? And I'm like, yeah, they have a kitchen. I said, do you want to see the kitchen? So I took the phone around their entire house to show Easton all the different rooms. It was so cute though. But I'm thinking, I just thought it was interesting that he's so observant, of things. And that might be a boy thing or a guy thing, because I have to admit, I'm not that observant. Like, I remember when, I think it was Kyle, we went over to my mom and dad's house. This was when Kyle was young. Well, as far as I'm concerned, he's still young. He's only 28, but you know what I mean, a little boy. And he noticed that the rims on my parents, one of the rims on my parents' tires, or maybe it was my brother's vehicle, I don't know. Somebody had a car there, and he noticed that one of the tires had a different rim on it. And I would have never noticed that. I just think it's interesting. But then as men get older, I don't know that they're as observant. Like when us women go get a haircut or something, they don't even notice it. I guess they grow out of that. I'm kidding. Well, when I get a haircut, my hair's long, so when I get a trim, to be honest, you really can't tell. Although I'm going to probably get 2 to 3 inches cut off, which reminds me, I need to call her. I really want to get in and get that taken off before I go to Nashville. You're ready for spring and Easter bunnies. I know, I love spring. It's kind of a toss-up for me whether I like spring or fall better. I like fall because, like, after a hot summer, those cool temperatures feel amazing. And then I'm sad because the next season is winter, and I'm like, ugh, we got to deal with all that. But, so that's the only thing about fall I don't like is what follows it. But spring, oh my gosh, I get this excitement down in my belly. Like, I'm so excited for all the flowers to start blooming again. The only thing I don't like is, we'll complain no matter what, right? But is the bugs, mosquitoes, stuff like that. And then of course there's a lot of extra chores in the summer because you've got to do the weeding and all of that. But I love being outside and just seeing all the trees, the leaves coming out and everything. I don't know. And that's when my flower beds, like June is when my flower beds look the best. I have the most stuff blooming in June, and it's before the weeds really start getting aggressive. So what is your favorite season, guys? Ladies, I should say. And cooking out. Oh, I love cooking on the grill. Bonfires. The heck are you barking at, boo-boo? So funny what dogs can hear that we can't hear. She'll hear the mail lady coming down the road when it's not even on our road yet. That's probably what she's barking at, actually. Daisy, look at what you typed. I love it. That's so funny. But I know what you mean. Well, thank you for popping on here. I appreciate it. Oh, gal, you're too funny. Oh my gosh, that cracks me up. I knew what you meant, girlfriend. Oh, don't be sorry. It's funny. Yeah, Deborah, fall because of all the cool clothes. I know. See, I love hoodies and I like to wear like boots with thick socks and I know I like all that. So fashion wise, fall's my favorite. Yeah, spring and fall are my favorites, and they're probably tied, to be honest, with how much I love them. And I'll be honest, I don't mind snow. I actually prefer like a white Christmas, and it's fun to play in with the grandkids. Although we haven't played with them in the snow yet because it just hasn't worked out. It's either too bitter cold or like I don't know. It's just it hasn't worked out yet. I'm sure we'll still have time. But it's just winter lasts so long here that it's like, okay, I'm over it. Oopsie. Diana said fall exclamation point. Yeah. Alrighty. Oh, we're just about ready to paint here. Just about ready. Well, I've got wobbly lines. I don't know what my problem is. And then I wanted to move that piece up. Miss Colleen's here. Hi, Colleen. Does stitching crafting in season seem to make the year go by faster for anyone else, or is it just me? Seems like just last week we were stitching Christmas. Now Valentine's has come and gone. That's interesting, especially because it depends on how big the piece is. Some of the cross stitch pieces are big, so by the time you finish them, it's like, what happened to? Yeah, I that makes sense. That makes total sense. Hi, Whitney. Oh, I'm so glad everyone's here. You probably thought I was never going to do Which Paint Wednesday again. Okay, hold on. I got to get my note. Red line, handcraft. I have a note here to help me remember what your name is and how to say it. And I don't think Kristen and I ever did say it right. Orte? Anyways, welcome. Those cluckers are adorable. Are you talking about her quilting, Jan? Right. It's February, so you're looking at stitching spring stuff, right? Oh, taking a break from making cluckers, LOL. Did I say it right? Oh, that's funny. I try. Are you doing a quilt along with Lori Holt? Isn't she doing a chicken one, which is so cute? It really is cute. I don't know how you find time to do all that you do. Okay. My paint is ready. I'm going to go move this out of the way. I did keep the note because I told you I'd get it right someday. I love it. Close enough. You're so kind. All right, let's paint. Let's do this. I have this huge brush that I've actually never used. This brush here, it's a Da Vinci, made in Germany. And I'm like scared to use it. Scared. I'm afraid. That's afraid and scared is a scared. I don't know because it's so beautiful. Look at, I don't know if you can really see that, how the bristles just, they're so soft. It was expensive too. Anyways, I've never used it. And I think it's time to break it out since all my other brushes are up at the house right now. Just got a little bit of fixing here to do. Where did I see that one I wanted to fix? A little bit there. Oh, I lost it. Well, I guess it's not that glaring if I can't find it. So this little painting here, well, this little drawing, I plan to chart this too eventually because I think it would be a really cute cross stitch. So first I'm going to use, how much can you see? Yeah, you can see a lot. I always, excuse me, I always put a brownish like tan layer on first. That's right. I got brown. And so I'm going to use the burnt sienna, which is brown, and then add a little bit of black. It just gives it kind of a warmer look, and that's just how I like it. I think I need new water because there must be blue sediment at the bottom of that because I keep getting some blue in there. All right, and then I'm going to Hope y'all film while you're together. Y'all crack me up. I will have to think of another riddle for you. Right? By the way, Cheryl is coming Sunday to pick me up and take for a week. Ah, how fun, Colleen. Oh, yes, you have to do a floss tube while you're together. I think that goes without saying that we all kind of expect that, right, Colleen? Because it's so fun when you're together. Sort of, but making a table runner for Cheryl's stitching group. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Look at the coverage this brush gives. Ooh, so much better than what I've been doing. I've been using like a brush this size to paint the background color. And wow, this is amazing. Yay. And it dries so much lighter. Watercolor is the opposite of acrylic. It dries lighter where acrylic will dry darker. Acrylic, when it dries darker, it's not a huge change, but watercolor, it's a huge change. It dries a lot lighter than, especially a light color like that. Oh, I just love this brush. I have to clean it real good when I'm done. Heather, Punky Pearls. I am going to be on a stitchy getaway with some other floss tubers. Yay for vacation, but boo for fear of missing out. What are you missing out on? Oh, you can't go to, I'm confused. I am going to be on a stitchy getaway with some other floss tubers. Yay for vacation, but boo for FOMO. Hey, you're going on a retreat with some other floss tubers? That sounds amazing. Are you missing out on... Yes, don't you know those are called your futhers? Did you not know that, Colleen? I was going to... Oh, you were going to go to Colleen's. Gotcha. I know. I can't get over how many people that floss tube and stitch live out west. Oregon, Washington, you know, it's like, it blows me away. I can't get this watered enough to actually, there we go. Well, you know, when I slow down with my designing and heading a little bit more towards retirement, I would love to, I talked to Kevin, we talked about this, get or rent a motor home, or, you know, something that we'd pull with the truck, which I don't know about that, but a motor home anyway. And just do some traveling, because I would love to go to the attic needlework. I would love to go to Acorns and Threads. You know, I would love to, like, look, poor Kevin. I mean, we'd have to hit some breweries in between there too to make him happy. You know, or do something that he likes too. But oh my gosh, it would be so fun to just travel for, uh-oh, look what I found. Look what I found. Can you see it? I found an acrylic brush that I didn't clean. I mean, it's hard as a rock. There's no way of regenerating that, or... Oh, I'm bummed. Oh well, it'll be for display. I keep all my old brushes for display purposes in my studio. So, hi Janet, thank you so much. That's very kind. She changed the date. Cheryl did. Oh, that's funny. This is way too wet for me to even do anything with. So I'm going to go over and dry it a little bit, and I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves, y'all. I'll be right back. Here, I'll give you something pretty to look at while I'm over there. While I'm over there drying my painting, I'll give you something pretty to look at. There you go. All right, intercession is over. Have 3 to 4 in the wings with 1 done next to me. I'm lucky. Cool. Oh, God, I got to catch up on this. I meant Cheryl's. I thought, okay, Heather, I'm with you. I kind of thought you meant Cheryl's. That's funny. Oh, I'd love to go to Cheryl's too. Did I say cluck amongst yourselves? Yes. Gonna miss hanging out with those clucky ladies. I know it's funny because Kevin will say, oh my gosh, like when me and Kristen are together, you guys cackle like hens. It's mostly me because I have a loud laugh. Yeah, and I can't help it. Nor do I want to. Just don't let Cheryl take any Benadryl. No kidding. That's so funny. Soak it in Murphy's oil. It will soften and save. It will? Diana, even when it's that bad? Oh, I will definitely try it out. We have Murphy's oil soap too. We use that to clean our floors. Oh my gosh, how funny. Who are you retreating with, Heather? Asking for a friend. Okay, I'm caught up now. I could have a trunk show of finished. Oh, I would love to see all your stuff. I would totally love to see all your finishes. Hey, speaking of finishes, real quick, I can go over and I'll show you a couple things that came in from Shelly Nichols. She made a couple of the models for my new releases, my book. I think these are in the Flurry book. But oh my gosh, they just look so much better in person. You can't even. I know you guys know because when you go to stores and you see the models, it's just like, can you see it? Look how cute that is. She put it on this grungy little drawer. God, I couldn't think of the name of it. But how adorable. I love that. And then, oh, how cute. She's got a little tag on the back. She's professional. But look. How sweet is that? Oh my gosh, I love it. But look on the back. Handmade by Shelly Nichols. I like that because that's where you can cover. Oh, Shelly. You just gave me an idea. I want to do that. I want to get labels made so that I can cover my hole where I use, you know, to stuff my pillows. Genius idea. I've got to do that. I don't know where you get those made. I'm gonna figure it out. I wonder how because she didn't stitch it on. They might be, I don't know if she did, like, I don't know how I'm gonna have to ask her how she got that on there. Could just be fabric glue, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, she's so sweet to send her things so that we can take them to Nashville and display them. Because it will help, you know, it helps for the shops to see things finished. You know, on display. Everyone loves to see the finishes, so yeah. They're iron on. Oh my gosh, I gotta get some of those. Which one has the cow on it? Oh, that's Gather. Oh, you want me to go get it? I think it's sitting right here. Yeah, that one's in the Gather book. I know, I love that little cow. He's so fun. Yeah, I really love this one too. It's like a tie. Like my three, I don't know. I hate to pick favorites, but Let Love Rain, this one, and that Biscore New, the way that turned out, I really love that too. But it's hard to really pick because I love them all. Yeah, the little moo cow. He's so cute. A little sheep on top and a chicken. I don't know. I just love all the birds in this one too. And it's a nice size. It's not huge. It's not overwhelming like the other one. The Let Love Rain is so much bigger than this one. And I mean, you could even just do this part and move this border up. Oh, fun, fun, fun. And that's the same with that other sampler, the Let Love Rain. You know, you don't have to do the whole thing. You can just pick parts out of it, pick the rows you want, and or stitch it in two pieces, or you know, there's all kinds of options. Ah, I love what I do for a living. I'm so excited. I absolutely love it. I need to get to the post office after this so I can get my piece on its way to you. I would love it, Jan. That'd be awesome. Thank you. Jan will rock the Let Love Rain. Oh, Nathan's on. Hi, Nathan. How are you? And Ymir, where is she on here? I'm so confused. Hold on. Oh, I've missed a lot of comments. Hanging with Bobby of Pumpkin Creek Primitives. Oh, that's right. I remember Bobby talking about that. Stacy C. Stitches just. Oh, Ymir and Sally and Janet Jabber. How fun. Yep, I remember Bobby talked. Is it South Carolina or something that you guys are going to meet at? Oh, duh, the next comment. We're going to South Carolina. I leave tonight. Good for you. Oh my gosh, how fun. You guys aren't going to get any stitching done, you know that. You're going to have so much fun. Bobby, oh my G, maybe I will go with you and yeah, right? Let's all just crash their party. How fun. And what are we not painting? And what are we not painting? A fabric line? No, this has nothing to do with my fabric line. I've got all the little paintings done for that. Now while I'm down here at the studio, I have to scan them into the computer so then I can start making my repeats and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. That brush is too big. What am I thinking? Oh, I wish I had my watercolor brushes down here. I just want to drop my 2 finishes off to you when you get to Nashville and pick them up before you leave. Oh, Deborah, that's perfect. Oh, excuse me. That is perfect. I would love to meet you too. That'd be so fun. It has been brought to the top of the list. Let Love Rain. Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah, it's exciting to be able to get together and see all the shop owners and and I don't know how it's going to go as far as um I know some of the overseas shops like or overseas designers can't make it. Um and probably some overseas shops that won't make it either. So that stinks because there's still issues with travel some countries. Um but my goal for Nashville this year is to really take the time, especially on Sunday. It's pretty much the only day I can to go visiting other designers and stuff. That the hard part though is that's when they're usually out and about, so it's hard to catch them in their rooms. I am going to like people like Lady Dot Creates, Elizabeth from Dames of the Needle, those kind of folks. I'm gonna actually try to see them like if they're open Friday night. Friday night, well, I probably can't do Friday night because I'm gonna be busy. Duh. But maybe Saturday later in the day, I want to go because they sell out of their stuff quick, and I need trims, and I want to see what they have new. So I don't know. I'm friends enough with them. I might be able to even go when they're setting up. So now I'm just going around with that same background color, and I like to just kind of go around everything with my watercolors. It just makes it more interesting when you have layers. Okay, now I have to start the cow one tonight, along with another. Oh, wait. Yes, along with your Native American portrait. Yes. Wish you were an octopus. Jan, if you ever figure out how to do that, you let me know. See, the problem though, if I was an octopus, I would have all these extra arms to do stuff, but I don't think my brain would be able to have them all do what I would want them to do. But yeah, you showed me that Native American one you're gonna do. Oh, so pretty. Just such a smart businesswoman to make sure there is something in each book that I have to have. Oh, that's funny, Heather. Well, I did my best to group them that made the way they made sense. Like the Christmas winter um, in a book, and then the not Let Love Rain, but the Love Lives Here. I didn't realize how many I had designed that had houses in them. And I'm like, wow, these all need to go together. And then, see, now when I first started Patreon, I designed 3 a month. Okay. Well, when I first started, because I'm new at it, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I did 3 things that were completely unrelated. They all had their own, you know, color threads. They didn't have the same theme or the same look or anything. And then I don't know, I think I've been doing it for a few months. And then I thought, wow, I should make them so that they're all the same theme, that they kind of go together. Because the people that are in tier 4 get all 3 of the designs. And I thought that way they can have a little grouping. That way also, they don't have to buy all these different threads. You know, the threads will work on all 3 of the designs. So that's where the Let Love Rain book and the Gather book, you can tell that those were all designed at the same time. They all use the same flosses, and they have the same kind of look and theme, and it makes way more sense. It makes It makes it more fun for me to design as well, actually. So create a tag. It's a thing. I just talked about that on my Create Tube. I call, yeah, I was talking about an art attack. Yeah. Create attack, same thing, because, yeah, it's not as specific that way. I should make shirts that say create attack. It's when you have so many things you want to do and you can't possibly get them all done. And you get anxiety because of it. It's called a create attack, an art attack. See how I'm being kind of sloppy with this? That is intentional. Like, I don't want it to look all pristine. I'll have to show you one I painted yesterday. I don't know. I painted 3 or 4 of them yesterday, Americana ones. And this one, the paint really ran and it kind of looks cool. It looks real vintage to me. I'm trying to, well, it's our secret here, guys. I'm working on a fabric line, Americana fabric line, and I want the colors to be like old looking. I don't want bright reds, bright blues. I want grays, and I want my blues to be kind of a gray blue. And anyway, I'll have to go get one of the paintings and show you. Oh, I like it already. I like this one. See how the colors ran on? So what happened was I had it all painted, but the border, this outer border was the same color as where it says broad stripes and bright stars. And it was too busy. I needed to tone down that color. So I went over it with watercolor, even though the watercolor was dry. When I went over it to tone it down, it made all the colors bleed, but I think that's a plus. Now, I don't know if they can capture that in fabric, but I kind of hope they can because I think it would be very cool. Holy moo, love. Yes, I love vintage. Muddy up those fabric color works for me. I know. I love muddied colors. What filter do you use in your video of you look outside talking was cool? Was that like a polarized filter? So I use, hold on, let me put this back with my other paintings so I don't lose it. I use Final Cut Pro for video editing. And there's filters that you can put on. There's a ton of filters. But the reason I put that filter on is very vain of me. But I looked horrible. I don't know. I couldn't. The color was off. The shadows were bad. I didn't really have lipstick on. I looked just like I was a mummy or something. I just don't. I'm like, I'm putting a filter on this one. Oh, that's funny. You called me out. You didn't call me out, but I revealed my secret, or why I did it anyway. Hi, Phyllis. What am I painting? You probably can't see it very well. I'll hold it up. some birds and some flowers. You know, we're all jonesing for some spring weather, so I thought that would be fun to work on. Makes me think of the shading you did in the flag on land that I love. Oh, yeah, I love that flag. Janet lives 2 hours from Nashville. Wish I was a fly on the wall there. Right? I could have a trunk show. Okay, I read that one already. Okay, I think I'm caught up on the comments. I know, I love folky birds. Oh, I got some funny stories about Florida. I'm going to talk about them in my next floss tube because I haven't done a floss tube. I was going to do it yesterday. And then I thought, well, God, if I do one on Tuesday and then I do another one this coming Saturday, I'm not going to have a lot to show in between. I'm not going to get a lot of things done in between. And I don't like to do a floss tube if I don't have a lot to show or talk about or whatever. So, so this is what happened. We were all like, oh, shoot. I forgot I just put that green on there and I just stuck my brush way in that color. I did not need to do that. Jeez, Lou. So, you know, we were planning on going, I think it was on a Saturday we were going to leave. And that way we'd get there on a Sunday. Yeah, that was the plan. Well, then, you know, I was sick. And so I did the COVID test and it said I was positive. And now I had been well over being sick by that point. Kevin took a test and he was negative. Okay. So I told Mom that we couldn't come. We might hold off an entire week was kind of what we had decided. So because we said that, they made plans to drive to Illinois because Jerry was going to pick up a truck there that he had purchased. Okay, so they were going to stay at his cousin's house and blah blah. So I was so in the interim, we don't know that this is happening. Okay, so then I start researching the Omicron because I had already had the Delta because when I was sick this last time, it was not near as bad as it was the first time. So I started researching and they're like, everything that I read said you're most contagious 2 days before you even have the symptoms. And then as long as you quarantine 5 days afterwards, you're good to go. And as long as you don't have a fever. Well, so I'm like, well, I meet all that criteria. Then I read that you can test positive for COVID for months after you are completely over it. Like you're not contagious anymore, but you could take a COVID test and test positive for, well, maybe not months, but it said weeks, for several weeks. And I'm like, well, I mean, I could have been testing positive for being sick because I was sick 3 times in the past, like once in December before Christmas, then right after New Year's, and then, you know, a few weeks after that, or a couple weeks after that, I was sick again. It was ridiculous. So anyway, we felt confident that it was fine to go to Florida. So I get a hold of my mom and I said, we're going to come. We're going to leave Monday. We'll be there Tuesday. Now that would have been 2 weeks after I had, you know, was sick. So we were definitely in the clear if we would have went then. We were in the clear anyways, but okay, so I'm just rambling now. So anyway, well, we didn't realize they had made these plans to go pick up this truck. So Jerry went ahead and left. He left Monday as well, going north to Illinois, and we left Monday to go south to Florida. So he plans on just going to get in this truck and driving back. Well, that big, huge ice storm slash blizzard went through the entire country and he got stranded there. So we only saw Jerry a day and a half and we had to come home. Why am I telling you all this? There was something about it. Oh, the funny things that happened while we were there. Okay, so we're there a couple days. I don't know. I think we were 3 days into our vacation at mom's, and all of a sudden we have no hot water. And my mom says to me, well, there's a switch here, but it's on. They have a switch on the wall in their kitchen, and it's for the hot water. I don't know. Anyway, but it was lit. The switch was lit up. So she said, well, it's on. So that's not it. So Kevin, gets on the horn and, we're trying to get someone. Well, that's right. It was on a Saturday. And he couldn't get anyone to come out on a Saturday. So we did no hot water Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Well, Kevin happened to be talking to Jerry, and Jerry says, well, I don't know exactly how the conversation went, so don't quote me, but something up to the effect of, well, did you check that switch? Because I'm sure Yvonne checked that switch. Well, little did my mom know that switch is lit up whether it's on or off. It was lit up, so she figured it was on. Well, evidently, if you turn it off, it still lights up, which is goofy. And it was just a matter of turning that switch back on. And Kevin, I think, is actually the one who turned it off because he was plugging his phone charger into the wall. And I think he said he turned that off or something. I don't know. So anyway, that was wonderful because my mom was like, well, I'll give you the money, Kevin. Go buy a new, water heater and we'll have someone, I guess installing it's not hard. So she's like, I'll, pay for it. She just wanted it done. Isn't that funny? Now, what's the other funny? Oh, here's the other funny thing. So if you watch my floss tube, you're going to hear this twice. I probably won't talk about the water heater part, but I don't know. Anyway, so the day before we leave, no, it was, let me think, 2 days before we leave, because so my mom, or Kevin and I stayed with my mom while Jerry was gone. But when Jerry came back, because see, they have a fold-out couch that folds out into a bed. And Kevin, if he sleeps on something like that, it just messes with his back. And then if your back's messed up and then driving 2 days home, so we had planned on staying in a hotel. So we had a hotel room, and I just kept going on to booking.com and changing it because we didn't know when Jerry would come back. So when he got back, we had our room to stay in. Well, the day before we were going to stay in our room, I decided to wash. I wanted to wash the sheets. God, this is a long story. I wanted to have my mom's sheets clean on her bed for when Jerry come home. So and I'm like, well, I might as well wash our pillowcases because we took our pillows with us. There's nothing better than having your own pillow, I think, when you're on vacation. If the mattress was easy to transport, I would take that too. So anyway, I washed the pillowcases, blah, blah, blah. So that night, that was the day Jerry came back. So we're hanging out, we're, visiting, blah, blah, blah. I get the pillowcases back on my pillows. I put them in a bag. And lo and behold, when I left, I forgot them at their house. So we didn't have our pillows that first night at the hotel. Well, then the next day when I get there, I'm like, I got to grab those pillows so I don't forget them. I go in the laundry room. They're not in there. I go in my mom's bedroom. They're not in there. I look all over the house. I'm like, well, they're not in here. And I'm like, well, maybe they're in the back of the truck. I don't remember putting them in there, but maybe Kevin put them in there. I put the tailgate down. I look. They're not in there either. So I'm like, well, God, did we take him? Did Kevin bring him into the hotel room? And I just didn't realize. I mean, like, I'm trying to think of every possible scenario, right? Well, then all of a sudden, I said, oh my gosh, I had put them in a black garbage bag. I wonder if Jerry accidentally took them to the dumpster. So when Jerry comes in the door, Kevin said, "Hey, did you happen to take out any garbage that was kind of light feeling?" And he goes, "Yeah." He says, "That was so weird. I asked Yvonne, are these, both of these bags garbage?" And she said, "Yeah." And he picked them both up with one hand, so he didn't realize the one was so light, or he might have thought to look in it. But then, when he got to the dumpster and he threw them in, the one he threw in that was light, he thought that was odd, but he'd already thrown it in, so whatever. So there you go. Don't put stuff. That's going to be my question for my floss tube for the giveaway too, is have you ever put something in a garbage bag that was not garbage and it accidentally got thrown out? I mean, I was ready to go dumpster diving to get those pillows, because those are those Sleepgram pillows. They're not cheap. They're nice pillows. But I'm like, no, that's just gross. I'm not doing that. So there you go. Lesson learned. I know several people that have, no, okay, I can't say several. I know at least 2 people, that have had that experience where it's usually like when someone's moving and they've got like a bunch of stuff that's going to the garbage, and then other stuff packed but not labeled, and the husband thinks it's garbage and throws it away. Yeah. I'm not real bright, evidently. We need to start a Teresa Koga April sale where all you stitch are Teresa's pieces. I think that would work. Aw, Deborah, that's so sweet of you. That's so sweet. Live 2 hours from Nashville. Okay. Did you hear Stitch Roadie's story that they moved a bag of trash and stored? No, that's the opposite of mine. Oh my gosh, there was a bag of trash they stored for years. Now that is hilarious. I have not heard of anyone doing that. That is so funny. Yeah, so I guess, clear plastic bags would be the way to go. Oh, that's hilarious. Or take all your Christmas stuff to Goodwill. Oh, what a nightmare that would be. Oh, I'd be so sad. Oh my gosh. And Jerry felt so bad. I'm like, Jerry, seriously. I laughed. I laughed until I dang near cried. And all throughout the day, I was laughing about it. And whenever I would think about it, I just start laughing. My mom's like, "Are you laughing about those pillows?" I'm like, yes. It's so freaking funny. It's so like, and I'm like, please, Jerry, do not feel bad. It is not your fault. It is completely on me. I'm the one that put them in a garbage bag, for Pete's sake. But I mean, I put them in there planning on taking them with me that night. So if I wouldn't have forgot to take them with me, all would have been fine. But isn't that just so funny? Cracks me up. Moving in the military, the movers pack everything, even trash. So gross. I learned the hard way during our first military move. Oh my goodness. My mom had stored some of our baby pictures inside some magazines. Oh no! When we moved, Dad threw them out, not knowing the pictures were inside. Oh, that's so sad. Treasures gone forever. I want to say somebody talked about maybe some quilts or something that were in a bag and got tossed in the garbage. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm ready to go through my entire house now and make sure I don't have anything stored in garbage bags. They should make see-through garbage bags just for that purpose, for us crazy ladies that pack stuff. Pack stuff in them. So those are my 2 funny things. More fun stuff happened, but those are the ones that stand out. I have Newcastle, but Kay started and well. Oh, Command. The Command Angel. Ah, I know. I love Newcastle Bouquet. Yeah, a lot of people will ask me, what is your favorite piece that you've designed? And I usually say Newcastle bouquet and then I go, oh, but I love land that I love. Those were my two favorites, but now I got to add Let Love Rain in there. I don't know. I can't really, it's hard to pick just one because I love them all. I mean, obviously, they're kind of like my babies, you know? It's like saying, who's your favorite child? Well, they're all so different. You can't say there's, they're all my favorites. But if I was hard pressed to say which one is my favorite design, I don't know. Oh, and then the one I just designed, the model should be coming back. I thought it was going to be here today or tomorrow. Um, the design I did for Farm Girl Gatherings for the spring retreat. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about that one. I mean, that'll be a year before it comes out. It'll be May of 2023 before I can release it to everyone, but I love it so much. And I ordered a needle minder for it today. Getting some other little treasures ordered for the spring retreat. And then while I was in Florida, I also designed the piece for the Quilter Station retreat. That's in September. So it was productive. Productive in many ways. Spent lots of time with Mom playing cards. She loves playing, well, I love it too. Oh, what do you call that? Skip Boo or Skip Boo, I don't know. But we play a lot of cards together. And she doesn't have anyone to play cards with unless it's me. So when we get together, we kind of spend time doing that. But first thing in the morning, I would work on my computer and do some designing and stuff. I wish I could zoom in so y'all could see it better. I might be able to put it up on a box. I mean, Lord have mercy, it's 2:45. It's been an hour and a half. Actually, I think I'm going to call it quits. Yeah, because I got some other stuff I need to work on today. Instagram. All right, Deborah. I called you Carol. Deborah, I'm going to look you up on Instagram. I don't know. It's so funny because I think I'm following a ton of people. And then all of a sudden I'll realize, how am I not following this person? Type of thing. So. All right, you beautiful people. Thank you for joining me today. It's good to be back on Witch Paint Wednesday. I love these chats with y'all. So decent, progress, especially considering I hadn't even had it drawn on the paper. I didn't have my palette ready. I don't have my watercolor pencil or brushes. But we got it together. Give me a number so I can tell everyone about it tomorrow on FlossTube. Give me a hashtag. Give me a number. Give me a hashtag. Oh, that's so fun. You guys are the best. That's so sweet. I'm telling you what, this community blows my mind. The generosity, the kindness, everyone is so awesome. And I got another project bag from of my fabric line from Goose Design. I was like, I opened that up and I dang near cried. I'm like, oh, just the most generous, giving, loving people you all are. I just love it so much. I am the happiest I've ever been in my career right now. So, and I owe it to you guys. So thank you so much. All right, beautiful people, I'm going to go and I will be back next week. All right, you guys have a wonderful week and get lots of stitching and creative stuff done. Bye.